sometimes in life, sometimes in real estate, sometimes in golf, you want to confer with an expert. And today I have my buddy Dan Buchner, who I've known for a long time, since high school. He played professionally for 15 years. Today we're doing the bump and run. So I'm going to let Dan kind of tell you what he does on the bump and run, some tips that he has, and take it from there, Dan. So what are some of the things that you do?
Well, so I try to make chipping as easy as possible. A lot of people grab their wedges and sand wedges automatically when they're off the green, but I think putting is the easiest action in golf. So I try to chip like I putt when I can. So when I'm off the green, I'm like 6 or 8 feet off the green, I grab like an 8-iron and I'm gonna approach it. I'm gonna stand closer to the ball. My feet are gonna be together, and I'm just gonna try to make a putting stroke with my 8-iron.
And notice that he's gripping down on it, choking down on the club a little bit because the putter's shorter. So if you're going to be making a putting stroke, you want to kind of have it the length of the putter. It's back in his stance. And go ahead and show it on this.
Okay.
All right, so perfect. So sometimes some people would putt from here, but let's say you're at a course where there's rough all through here, right? But you have a good lie. You would do the same thing, essentially, right? When you can't putt.
Yeah.
Okay. So on this one, I would think most people would putt, but you would, in this situation right here, would you chip this one with the 8-iron or would you putt it?
I would chip it.
Because you want the ball to just get on the green and then have the true roll from there instead of having to mess with any of this.
Because I can't trust how the ball is going to roll through the long grass.
Okay, so if you were a little bit shorter, if the green started kind of maybe here, you would maybe use a 7-iron, and then if it went a little bit more, maybe a 9-iron. But it's still the same.
If I went closer, I'd use a 7-iron, and as I go further back, I'd probably go 9-iron over here and then pitching wedge back there.
Okay, perfect. So do it again. What was it? So back in your stance.
Okay, yeah, so feet close together, standing closer to the ball, so it's gripping down on the club.
It's more on the toe of the club here then too, right?
It is.
Okay.
And then I just try to make my putting stroke. I'm hitting it too hard.
Well, they took the pin out on you because I think they thought you were going to make it as good as you are.
Well,
so
I usually do.
Yeah.
And
so
it breaks right.
There you go. So in life, you want to confer with an expert. We just conferred with an expert on this. I think this is going to help a lot of guys on when you're close around the green. Instead of using the putter, try using an 8-iron. And Scott Gibson with the Gibson Group. And I want to thank my buddy Dan Buchner.